The Aquarium of the Pacific welcomed new president and CEO Jeffrey Flocken to lead the aquarium on its ongoing journey in species conservation and animal welfare.
I am incredibly excited to be working with the staff and with the board and all the folks in the community who really make it a thriving institution. First, I was aware of their work with rescue, rehabilitation, and release. What I didn't know much about was their scientific research and their applied conservation with those efforts. That was what kind of motivated me to say, yes, I could absolutely jump into this opportunity.
Zebra sharks are currently listed as vulnerable to extinction. With care and expertise, and with Jeffrey's leadership, these non-aggressive, bottom-dwelling sharks are carefully bred, monitored until hatched, and released into their natural habitat.
What we're doing is utilizing the genetic populations that we have, not just in our aquarium, but in aquariums throughout the United States and internationally as well, to generate offspring that can help appropriately rebuild that population. Zebra sharks are really cool sharks. I mean, they hatch from these very large eggs. They have black and white stripes when they're born, and as soon as they start to grow, it gives way to spots. But yeah, just the fact that they are kind of gentle giants. They can get to about 11 feet, but they're easy to work with, and they're very active in the aquarium, so people get to see a lot of behaviors when they see them. So I think we can just utilize that to get people excited about protecting them in the wild.
Ready for Lunch is a temporary visitor being cared for. After found injured, this three-legged sea turtle was rescued and nourished back to health.
We were doing routine monitoring, which we do regularly in the San Gabriel River, and this animal was discovered with a fishing line wrapped around its right foreflipper to the point where it had restricted blood flow. Our veterinarians had the only one option to save the animal, which was to amputate the right foreflipper. surprisingly doesn't negatively impact the sea turtles going back out into the wild, as long as they have good mobility and they can be assessed and deemed fit for survival. I think one of the important messages we want to get out is just making sure that people are fishing responsibly in our local waterways and trying to leave no gear behind, because it can cause serious problems to not just sea turtles but other wildlife as well.
There are many new beginnings at the aquarium. For more information, visit aquariumofpacific.org.